The DNA design DK06 is meant to be for the Studio Series 06 Grimlock. I am basically reviewing the same figure that I made those many years ago. My first ever toy review. Hey, good morning everyone. My first ever review. The Studio Series Leader Class Grimlock. As I continued to pace back and forth, I struggled to try to create any new content, trying to at least create something new out of the ordinary for one simple review. But then, one thing, it came to me.
We have technology!
As I was scrolling through the internet day and night, trying to figure out how to create this perfect 100th video, and then when I thought I got it, no, I did not. So I continued to scroll through YouTube until I found a YouTuber who faced a similar dilemma like I did. Jobby the Hog.
I might have an idea. What the fuck do you want, Benny? Don't swear. You mad, bro? We are running out of revenue. Do you know how to maintain a consistent upload schedule? Okay, bitch. I don't want to hear about it. You need to maintain an upload schedule. Ah! You seem to be having trouble coming up with a review idea. Well, here's one. Remake your first review. Everyone's doing it now, and they're making billions. People eat that shit up. You take something that was old and beloved, and then you remake it. You add unnecessary shit to it to increase the runtime. Change things that don't need to be changed, and people love that shit.
I now know what I have to do. My people need a hero!
Let us start off with the box, shall we? Here we go with the box. Of course, the DNA designs for this Grimlock is for the 07 Grimlock from the original Studio Series, well, the first wave of Studio Series. The DNA design will have done this very well. And I gotta say though, the box, everything here looks extremely well. But on the back, you can tell so much accessories have gone on to upgrade the Studio Series Grimlock. And I must say though, I really wish Jobby the Hog would get this, or at least make a video about it, because goddammit, this makes this Grimlock so badass. Movie accurate, see? No bullshit whatsoever. Well, minor bullshit, but I'm gonna have to deal with other Studio Series upgrade kits, so, well, just other upgrade kits, and of course, it's gonna be a pain in the ass soon, so just hold on. So here I got Grimlock out here. So, of course, for that, I have to bring that out. So, here we are going to assemble some weapons. Well, of course, we're gonna have to assemble some weapons, and then we're gonna show it off with some other accessories. We have a lot to talk about. So, for starters, we are going to start with Grimlock's staff. But, of course, the staff comes disassembled. So, we are going to reassemble it with... from these 4 parts. And yes, they all look crapped individually, but altogether, they will create something out of this world. So, shall we start with this?
Boom, bam, bop, bada bop, boom, pow.
Okay, so a handless Grimlock looks terrifying a bit, but here we got the new hand. But this hand, however, looks different because you can pose his thumb his finger, index finger, and the rest are just, well, they're just all integrated. Otherwise, you could have at least gotten a good posability. So, all you gotta do is smuggle this back where the old hand used to be. It's gonna be a pain in the ass to... Yeah, it's gonna be a bitch to get this shit in. Yeah, it's gonna be a bitch. Give me a sec. Okay, so here we got Grimlock with the new arm. Well, with the new hand. I already told you about the posability, but the reason we haven't changed this arm yet is because I want to bring out another accessory. This spike ball, which connects to this, which has a double meaning. So, all we gotta do is connect this hand with the spike ball. And my, oh my, Grimlock's double spiked. Although if you take a closer look at both of them, this one is more sculptedly, it's more sculptedly accurate. Not to mention painted, with the dry brushing better than this flat gray color. So, let's just say I kind of like that one better. So, I gotta say though, I kind of liked. And that's why you kind of want to keep it. If you want to for Grimlock to double mace his opponent, and man, oh man, it's gonna be hectic. And speaking of a hand, we'll have to replace this with this. The first thing you have to do is you gotta take this off, replace it with this, and then you take this off. Okay, this is gonna be impossible. And here we got Grimlock, now with both of his hands. See. So, of course, we're gonna have to bring the old one back, because if you could take a look at both of them, the sculpting kind of looks different, but yet unique at the same time. Because this, however, are completely different from the original. I think it's because of the fact that I had it for a long time, and the fact that this is just an upgrade kit. Let's just say it's a pretty good upgrade. It is a nice, hefty upgrade compared to the original. But I'm keeping that one because it's the best way to accessive this Grimlock. So, of course, like this hand, the other hand is the same. So, we shall bring back the weapons, shall we? So, for Grimlock, for this upgrade kit, Grimlock has 3 major weapons at this point. And, of course, you already knew about his stuff. I already mentioned it, so now we can finally attach this hand, the weapon, to Grimlock. Of course, the only part you want for Grimlock to hold is right here. Because right here is where you will find the port for the peg. And it's on both sides, because each of the hands have a peg. A peg where you can, in fact, hook it to the others. And I must say, the peg's so tiny and hard to miss. So, of course, all you have to do is connect here. I know, it's a bit much, but it's a bit of a painful process, but it's also quite a delicate one as well. And boom. Now Grimlock's getting decked out. As I said before, with this bald mace, where you can attach it to this hand. And here we got Grimlock, completely decked out, looking like this. But I gotta prefer, though. I prefer... No, not that one, give it away. This Grimlock. That looks more accurate. But speaking of accuracy, considering that this studio series is a leader class in the past. I quite like that. Now, now Studio Plus, are making a Titan version of Grimlock. And man, oh man, I am so surprised they were able to do that. But what I'm most surprised is that they're going to do to the entirety of the Dinobots, which means we're gonna see Slug, Strafe, and Scorn. Strafe. Oh yeah, Strafe. Okay. Anyways, let's just get this out of here for a moment because we're bringing it back with this. And yes, if you want to know what this is, it's a chain, but more than a chain because it has a peg right here. And we bring this mace back, and it's a chain and ball. Because I don't remember seeing Grimlock with this in the movie, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. So, I gotta say though, the mace looks quite nice. Well, I kind of wish it's if like this. It looks a little donkey at the side if you have it like this. Otherwise, it looks like a loose. Yeah, it just feels loose. But if you put it like down, like either way, it really makes it with the hinge joint. Oh, lots of hinge joints. Of course, it only connects to the side with the spikes on on these corners and on these. Because man, oh man, they all look amazingly awesome. Especially with the handle, though. Of course, like the staff, these have ports where you can have it to the pegs of these hands. But give it a minute because we have the last weapon to deal with. And of course, not exactly the last one because I also have like a not a gift upgrade, a miniature gift for the others. Well, it's for Grimlock's T-Rex mode. So, this one, however, is surprisingly amazing. Because, look at this. So, if some of you do not know what this is, it's basically Grimlock's tail. But, it can do more than that. Of course, it can actually become a very powerful weapon. If you straighten it out well, and boom. Here, we got Grimlock. Of course, you can use it like Optimus's wrist blades, or even more like that, a shield. A shield. Well, kind of a bit of a no, not quite a shield, but it can be used. It can still be used as a weapon, nonetheless. I mean, like you could use it to swipe. No, not swipe. Basically, slap Decepticons with it. Like if you move it like this and turn it like this. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, if you see that, then yeah, you see that. Or even do the other way around. There's either way. This is that's a kind of bizarre thing, but this is Grimlock we're talking about. So let's just get this out and bring in the mace for a moment. Boom, and we got Grimlock with the mace. And yeah, the mace is a bit flunky. I don't know why I said flunky, but it's more like it's a mace that cannot go side to side, but it looks quite nice though. So that way Grimlock can swing it like this and smash any Decepticon or any foe of that matter into pulp. But before we begin with the transformation or anything else, we have one last little bitty thing. Yes, yeah, it's a head scratcher for me, but it turns out when you go around, of course, this goes all the way down here with Grimlock's jaw. So, if you plug it in right here. Oh, whoops. Let me just zoom that in. And by zoom that in, I meant to say, well, just have to plug it in right here. And yeah, it's a bit much from the looks of it, nonetheless. Because you'll have to at least, like, squeeze that in. No, not squeeze it in. It's gonna... Oh, man, it's kind of hard to be honest, though. Okay, so I basically got it installed right here. Like literally right here in the arm. But let's just say this will have to wait. Because we are beginning. Of course, since Grimlock is the first leader class figure I have, he is in fact pretty large for the size. It's because we are going for size comparison time. So for size comparison, since Grimlock has only appeared slightly in The Last Night, but mostly in Age of Extinction, here we got Bumblebee, Crosshair, and Cogman. The only Autobots I have from either of those two films. That's because I don't have any Decepticons from both of those films. So that is kind of it for the Grimlock size comparison. And I am afraid to see how, well, how the Titan class will hold. So we are going to go with transformation, but first, here we got, wait, where'd he go? Oh, so basically, Cogman is a headmaster, obviously. And if he is the size of a human, then I'm guessing this is what a human looks like next to Grimlock. I feel kind of dominated with this, so. And here we got the tailless Grimlock. Yeah, that looks a little disturbing, since Grimlock looks like he does not have a tail. So, we're just going to at least scoot back here. Obviously, if we have the hand like this, and the arm sideways, bring back the tail here with this port. Well, more like with this elongated port. Make sure it's closed but not open at the same time. And, oh, of course, you're gonna have to get this thing in. Oh boy. Hold on. Man, again, why? Why does this shit keep happening to me? Oh boy. God damn it. Okay, so I finally got the tail in, and my god, this looks amazing. A little longer than the original, but hey. This tail can, like I said with the tail, it goes both sides. Hinge here, hinge here. Yeah, it can basically go sideways, but not up and down. But that is more accessories. Just to fill in the gap. We're just gonna bring back Grimlock's weapons. Not this one, no. Haha, the stuff. We just gotta disassemble this part. And, hold on. Man. I don't know why, but it just feels like, there we go. Disconnect that. Close both of these and bring this one back because it has a port. If we pull this side, we have to slip the port at least right through here, right where the hand is. It cannot be open or closed because, well, I've seen others who done it. Okay, so here we got Grimlock, fully equipped out, fully movie accurate. Well, movie accurate-ish. I mean, it's not this movie accurate, but this will do very nicely. And of course, this Grimlock is so freaking long that I have to at least like maybe fold his tail like that just to show you his mouth. Because in his mouth lies the tongue. And be careful with the tongue because it could pop off easily. I've seen that before. And I have seen it too many times. So, you already previously knew about my first Studio Series Grimlock video. So I'm just gonna cut the disposability a little and just say that this Grimlock looks amazingly great. Okay, so the tail's the only part that has full capability. And if you are all wondering, what am I gonna do with this and this? And yeah, some of you are gonna be wondering, like, well, what about weapon storage? I know this one has weapon storage. Well, I've seen this, and yeah, it kind of looks it looks funky. Looks like a jumbo mile of parts just glued onto his back. So that, I don't think that's ever gonna happen. So for the accessories to store this, all of this, let's just say, it is quite a conundrum for this. So what I know is that I basically have this. Oh, you wind it all up like this and take it to the back like so. And by the back, I meant to say, like, right here where the T-Rex skull, Grimlock's second shoulder pad was once. And just plug it in right here. Ah, man. Ah. Maybe it was the other way. Maybe it's the other way. Maybe instead of that way, maybe I should do it this way. Oh yeah, that makes it so much better. And I believe the other one goes here. Although I kind of question what to do with the rest. Oh god. Okay, so I finally got the upgrade kit. The weapons, like the stick and the ball and chain. Because the ball and chain, yeah, it looks awkward. Now he looks like Devastator. Or at least like the pit bull dog from Van Wilder. Oh boy. And just so you know, Ryan Reynolds was there. And of course, here's that stick. So, yeah, it kind of looks weird. So, it's the only weapon storage I have. So, I think I should protest that and just take all that out. And just leave Grimlock like this. Because that's the most accurate version of Grimlock to date. So, that is kind of it for Grimlock. But before I leave, we are finally going to do some size comparison time. So obviously, Grimlock is just so damn long. He is at least the size of this ruler. But he is still the same size in height. So here's Grimlock with Crosshairs, Cogman, and Bumblebee. So that is quite it for Grimlock. For the King of the Dinobots. For the upgrade kit. So that is it for my 100th toy review. The biggest milestone I have ever made. The biggest milestone I have ever achieved. And I want to thank every one of you guys who have been supportive to me throughout the years. Because, wow, it has been so long since my first toy review. Which is obviously Grimlock. And ironically, for this video to be my 100th video toy review being the upgrade kit to upgrade Grimlock. And I must say, I am so stoked about this. And there will be more figures on the way as we speak. So, until then, I hope you all like this video. Subscribe, comment down below, ring the bell for notifications, comment down below for any truths or dares you want me to do with my figures. And by the end of the year, I might take a small break. And yes, I know it's sudden and all, but I really need to put myself together on this. After the shit I've done, I feel like I need to make myself right. Like, I need to take a personal trip from this. So until then, I'm gonna have to cut a break from making videos by the end of the year. So, oh yeah, and by the way though, I am done with perhaps every 100 video I've made for my toy reviews will get an updated intro. An updated intro is quite a surprise. So, you'll be all in for a surprise for this introduction. So, I hope you all enjoy it. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and my TikTok so you don't miss any updates on new videos to come. So, this is R.D.G. I want to congratulate myself for this, and I want to thank you all for supporting me and being there with me to the end. So, this is the end of my transmission, and I am officially signing out for 100th video.